What's up, guys? Welcome back to another reaction video. So in today's reaction video, I'm going to be reacting to Getting Arrested at School animated story. So let's get right into it.
Pierre, you want to come out here?
I'm dead. That was the Cardi
If there was
song.
anything I learned from this story after it took place in my life, is that making connections is mandatory, which, even though I'm an omnivert, I have no problem with, because knowing
Omnivert.
certain people personally opened up a lot of doors for me to walk out of situations like this. So to start off, I had a couple of family friends I grew up with, but none of them stood out more than the coolest friend I had. We're gonna call him by his nickname I gave him, B-Ride. Y'all ever
I'm
had
dead.
that one friend's house growing up that you always went over, and it's like a breath of fresh air compared to back at your house? Yeah. Going over B-Ride's house was lit, especially when the squad came over. We'd play video games, we'd watch movies from time to time, we'd trash talk and be loud, we'd binge watch anime a lot. We'd talk about the baddest chicks at school for like 40 seconds and only kept it at 40 seconds to a minute, because regular niggas don't sit around and talk about girls for hours. If you do that, then you're a weirdo. We got other things to worry about, like playing 2K or when's the next chin hair gonna grow out or something. Sometimes we go into the backyard and fight with the swords B-Ride had. Whenever we'd get hungry, we'd all walk to Walmart, which back then was like an adventure because a lot of us didn't have cars. Walking around the neighborhood with friends used to be gas, you know.
Yeah, walking was lit.
Eyeliner, and I'm just gonna put it on. That's literally it. It is that easy. My eyelashes are on. Cool.
No, boys just being boys. When B-Ride's dad was home, he'd always allow us to drink the sodas out the fridge and eat pizza sometimes. And I'ma just throw into the universe that just because his dad allowed us to do all those things doesn't mean I thought his dad was cool. He and I were on mutual terms, because whenever I'd come over, our conversations wouldn't even be conversations. You get what I'm conversating? I'd walk into the house, say hello, then got to stepping. All because B-Ride's dad had work in the mornings, so he wouldn't come home until later in the afternoon, and I didn't want to disturb his inner peace sitting on his couch watching his football games with a soda right next to him. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Also, keep in mind that B-Ride's dad was a retired military man. Remember that, because that's key to the story. Overall, B-Ride's house was the go-to for our squad for many years. Fast forward to my sophomore year at college, and by this time, new people came along in the squad. Some people don't talk anymore. Blah, 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 blah. I get it. People come and go. Now, almost every day after all my classes were done, I'd spend a couple hours working on the video, then after, head over to hang with my homies. Priorities first, fun last. You gotta respect that, because your boy was on the come-up grind at the time. On regular days, my currently updated squad had two places we'd hang out. On the second floor of the main campus building, in the game room, which was also in the main building. One day, me and my boy Sean decided to pick up B-Ride, who was like 25 minutes away from us, because we haven't seen him in some months. And at first we weren't gonna go get him, but I don't know if you noticed, newsflash, cars don't run off of love and affection. He needs the monies. So I was like,
I'm dead. You need that gas money.
Bring it to the campus and go to the first spot, the game room. And keep in mind, we had our bags down on the floor along with other people's bags right next to ours. And mind you, Sean had two bags, an art bag and a school bag. We shooting some pool, playing some ping pong, B-Ride sitting down watching. After some time, we get tired, we leave, and we make our way to the library. We get there, pull out the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, some time passes, and Sean looks at me and is like, yo, Mello, that was my nickname back in college. I think I left my second book bag back at the game room, which was across campus. Can you and B-Ride do me a favor and go get it, because I got class? I'm like, okay, I don't mind. Vamonos, everybody let's go. So we venture back to the game room, and here's where things get ugly. When we get to the game room, we notice that everybody's bags are gone except for his, and the bag is still in the same area where he left it. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's his bag. Still in the same spot. Nobody stole it. Cool. I grab it. We make our way to the library. And dog, I kid you not, as soon as we get to the library, we get back to Sean. He looks in the bag and notices that's not his bag. Oh, crap. The only way on our minds was to get to stepping. So we rush out the library and make our way as fast as possible to the game room to put the bag back in.
Why is their faces like that?
Chance to see the game room in the distance. Two cops pull up. Oh, crap. They got their cars, beep their radios, and is like, yeah, 10:25. We got the suspects in custody. 10-4, bring him in. Whoa, suspects? What you mean, suspects? What does this look like, Among Us? He starts pulling out some handcuffs. Don't worry, my brother. We just gotta detain y'all and take you down to the station for some questioning. Now put your hands behind your back. Now, officer, just listen. Is this a misunderstanding? I can explain. Oh, no, this ain't no misunderstanding. We saw the cameras. Camera? What you mean, cameras? Everybody around us sitting back and watching like it's a freaking football game. And at this point, we both nervous and scared. But me, I'm also pissed because we didn't know what was about to happen. The whole day was chill until this bull crap happened. But all I know is I wanted to scream thug life so bad while getting into that car, which was the wrong mindset to have at the time, because that life ain't nothing to glorify. All it does is bring you some pain and some jail time. For anybody watching that's been in handcuffs before, y'all know that, bruh, it is so uncomfortable. They put us both in 2 separate cars and take us down to the library. But for what? And as soon
That's
as
what
we
I'm
pull
saying.
up, coincidentally, Sean walks out at the same time they pull up. Talk about divine timing. They tell him that they're detaining him and why, and to get in the car. And of course, with no hesitation, he agrees. But they didn't put handcuffs on this nigga, bro. I was just talking to these two about this memory before recording and editing it, and I'm still mad at the fact that they didn't get him handcuffed. Why? Why were we the only 2 in the cars that were freaking handcuffed? I don't get that. They take us down to the police station. They unhandcuffed us. We walk inside, and they tell us to sit down in the chairs on the wall for questioning. Now, keep in mind, there were 3 cops in that room with us. One light-skinned cop that looked at us like we slapped his wife or something. A dark-skinned cop that was sitting at his desk on his computer laughing and joking on us. Look at y'all motherfuckers out here committing crimes. Who's the real Dirty Dan? I guess I'm the real Dirty Dan. Pinhead. Uh-oh, we got a real comedian over here. He must have not made it, because that's why he's here. And the brown-skinned cop that was dogging us. You did it. You did it. I know you did it. Stop lying to me. I know y'all stole the boy's bag. You can't fool me. Stole the boy's bag? We didn't steal a bag. This is Sean's stuff. We got a call from somebody saying that their bag was stolen from the game room, and we saw 2 of you on the cameras that picked it up and left. And Patrick Starr over here was associated with y'all hours before. So admit it, y'all stole it. Bro, we constantly argued to this man that we did not steal this man's bag.
Oh my gosh, they should tell him the story.
That we took looked exactly like Sean's second bag. And of course, this old man dogs us for 30 straight minutes while looking through our bags. Stop lying to me, son. Just admit it, y'all stole it. I swear I'll throw you in jail for lying to me. Bruh, the more I heard this man yell at us with his fish breath, the more I felt like we were gonna start smelling like old man throat. I'm sitting in my chair like, look at us, old nigga. Do we look like the type to steal? You literally found Yu-Gi-Oh cards, a bunch of childhood drawings, and a pack of gum in Sean's bag. And this man, B-Rye, got a Pokemon trainer hat and a messenger bag. And I just got a computer and some cards. Who are we hurting? Stink meaner? The old fart's like, if somebody don't fess up, all y'all are going to jail, because I don't like liars. And the other 2 cops leave into the back after trying to get our IDs. And bro, we were all literally so stressed out because we didn't want to go to jail for a misunderstanding. And the fact that this man literally is dogging us for absolutely no reason. Because they looked us up and we didn't have any freaking criminal history. It got to the point where me and Sean just accepted our fates and was ready to do the time. And we agreed to make a song when we get out on some T Grizzly type ish.
I'm dead. He said on some T Grizzly type-ish.
Some guy came up and goes, how do you have such a good body? And instead of sitting there for 30 minutes...
Don't care.
Until my boy B-Rye, the legend, the GOAT, pulled out the Uno wild card on these niggas, bro, and used the realest jutsu known to the anime community. Talk no jutsu. B-Rye explained to the man that his dad was a strict top-level military man and that he raised him on being honest and to never tell a lie, and felt that military kids aren't like that. And then he further explained that he grew up with me and Sean and that we'd never do something like that, and promised this man that we weren't lying, and if we did, then he'd take full responsibility. All as the other 2 cops are walking out. And in my mind, I'm like, bro, that pillow talking ain't gonna work on a dude like him, but we don't got that many more weapons in our arsenal.
I would have said that too.
tripped out, and bruh, I kid you not, as soon as the other two cops completely leave, this old man's expression went from pissed and determined to sympathetic and surprised after hearing that. We definitely did not know what was about to happen after that, because he tells me and B-Rye to go into the break room and for Sean to wait on the wall. And when I say this conversation happened like the others, this conversation even shocked me. Old man looks at us and he's like, all right, boys, listen. I'm gonna let you go, but only because your friend seemed genuine and his father is a part of the military. I thank your father for his service, and I don't think that military kids would tell lies like that. That's crazy, because I know plenty of military kids that lie. My apologies for coming at you so hard out there. I was just doing my job, you know. Just doing my job. So you telling me you did all that rah to keep your cop status in check around your coworkers? Reasonable. However, it's under one condition. You can't step on this campus ever again. If I see you, you getting arrested for trespassing. Understood? Now, in my mind, I'm like, B-Rye's dad is the GOAT. No, matter of fact, thank God for putting the thought in our head to go get B-Rye that day. Because imagine if that would have happened and B-Rye wasn't there to save us.
The way it's zooming in his eyes.
We walked out that room and Sean looked at us confused, but I gave him the nigga, get your stuff, don't say a word, and let's go. Look, instantly he knew exactly what I meant. He got his stuff, the old man gave us our bags back, and he drove us back to the campus in the rain. When we got dropped off in the rain, we ran over to my car, freaked out for like 20 minutes, and yeah. After we calmed down, I told the guy I was going to make a video out of this one day. So here we are. After that day, we didn't mention it to B-Rye's dad, but every time I saw him, I'd tell him thank you without telling him why. And he'd look at me like a crazy person. Also, we never brought B-Rye back to campus, ever. Moral of the story, in some situations, it's about who you know, not what you know.
What'd you guys think of that story? I thought it was funny. I didn't realize that it was a true story, so it was interesting that that really happened. But let me know in the comments down below what you guys think, and don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.